This episode of Overlooked History of Georgia is about the Walton War, when Georgia went to war with North Carolina. At the end of the Revolution, many states gave their western claims to the U.S. government. North Carolina gave up present-day Tennessee, and Georgia gave up Alabama and Mississippi. In 1787, South Carolina gave away a small strip of land between Georgia and North Carolina, and the land was given to the Cherokee. In 1798, the Cherokee returned it to the U.S. government. The federal government never gave it to a state, and became known as the Orphan Strip. North Carolina and South Carolina claimed they were in control of the region. Present-day Alabama and Mississippi was given to the U.S. government in 1802, and as part of this deal, the U.S. government awarded the Orphan Strip to Georgia. In an effort to legitimize their claim over the area, Georgia named the area Walton County, after former Georgia governor and Declaration of Independence signer George Walton. North Carolina had already awarded some land grants in the Orphan Strip, which caused many disputes between settlers. During an 1804 incident, Walton County officials killed a North Carolinian constable named James Hafner. North Carolina viewed this as an act of war and sent in their militia. 72 militiamen marched into the Orphan Strip and arrested Walton County officials. The officials were sent to jail, but later escaped to Georgia. The event became known as the Walton War. The disputes continued until 1807, when surveys were made by the University of North Carolina President Joseph Caldwell and the University of Georgia President Josiah Meigs. The President's survey's final conclusion was that the land belonged to North Carolina. Georgia refused to acknowledge the findings for 4 years. In 1811, Georgia officially hired surveyor Andrew Ellicott to settle the dispute again, and he also decided the land belonged to North Carolina. One of his survey markers, called Ellicott's Rock, still marks the corner where Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina meet. In 1818, Georgia created another Walton County. The former Orphan Strip became part of North Carolina County of Henderson in 1838. In 1861, Henderson County was split to create Transylvania County, which is today made up of parts of a former Orphan Strip. In 1971, the war was briefly revived when Georgia jokingly claimed they still controlled the Orphan Strip. Continuing the joke, North Carolina's governor was authorized to send in the National Guard. The Walton War remains one of the strangest events in Georgia history. Thank you.
Georgia, 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 the whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind.